What a game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome everyone to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on another team from the SEC, the South Carolina Gamecocks. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Gamecocks will kick it away to start. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Sooners offense will be first on the attack. And we've been really eager to see this matchup. This quarterback against an elite defense. Jesse, what does a quarterback have to keep in mind when you face a group like this?
Well, he's just going to have to be dialed in. He's had a lot of success this year so far. This is a different animal than this defense he's playing. He's got to be really good with his decision-making, throwing it, running it, pre-snap, post-snap. You make one mistake against this defense, David, they make you pay.
Yeah, they're a fun defense to watch, and this is a fun challenge for the defense, too, because it's an elite quarterback, right? Like, they can make you look like you're not as good as you've been all season long. So I'm looking forward to seeing this matchup and who wins it.
Makes the catch. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Back to throw, it's McKee. Quick strike complete. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Sooners are flying down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
And the Sooners kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Right back to the well. They get him off his feet after a pickup of 5 down to the 25. The Sooners will hustle to the line. All right, guys, let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you've got to play so many defensive line. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job. Nice scripted plays. Taking advantage. Strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up. Get a stop. Force him either to get the field goal or get no points. And this drive is still a success.
The give to the tailback. Shakes off the defender. He's pulled down after a tough run. Gets it to the 6. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. They'll try to blast their way in. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. They'll try to pound their way in. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close, punching in for a touchdown here, Paul.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
Trying to barge their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown Sooner.
Hey, man, if we're going to show up here and play this game, we're not kicking field goals early. We didn't come here to just lay up. They drive the field. They get it down 4th and goal. Field goal would have been easy. Head coach decides to go for it. The offense pays off the decision with a touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So South Carolina's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. We'll be watching this matchup on the outside closely today, David, to see if this guy can get anything done one-on-one against one of the best corners in the game.
Well, and this corner really can shut down half the field. And that's a big problem. This offense, they really need to win this matchup. They need their wide receiver to beat that defensive back. And I don't know if that's possible. He's just so good, been so consistent. Palmer, you tell me how you're going to win this matchup.
Well, you're not going to win it every play, that's for sure. And you can't avoid that side of the field the entire game. I think it's just going to come down to this offense in the critical down and distances when there's a 3rd down and the coverage dictates that you've got to throw it against him. That's the play you need your receiver to win. And whether or not they have a guy that can win that matchup offensively, we're going to find out here pretty soon.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. All right, through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. They booted away. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Slips through the line. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Power football with the run. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Makes the grab. It's Davis. Turning it on. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Big play offense, and it has them threatening now. 1st and 10 from the 25. Give to the running back. Powers through the defender.
He was trying to do it all by himself. At the end of the day, it's a tackle for loss.
I mean, the number of tackles he broke, at some point, somebody's got to get blocked to help the guy out a little bit.
Man, the defense was like a bunch of zombies on that last play. They just would not stop chasing that ball carrier.
Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Right on the money. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. To the air, it's McKee. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And this connection is on fire to start the season. Not one, not two, 3 games in a row he's got a receiving touchdown. They continue to find the playmaker, and I don't think it's going to end after game 3.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Complete to start this drive. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. We reached the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Sends it back in motion. To the air on second down. Takes the easy one to the back. Breaks into the open. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. The Gamecocks are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
The Sooners can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Can't get him to the ground. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Really nice run. This guy brings balance to this offense. It's not all high-flying aerial passing attack, too. You go back to Adrian Peterson, DeMarco Murray, Samaje Perine. They've always had guys in these spread-up tempo offenses that have been able to give them balance and force the defense to stay honest. That's exactly what this guy brings the Sooner offense.
And the Sooners have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Running to Green. They make the stop, but he got work done on the ground, picking up 6 to the 23. It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on third down. Toss sweep to the right. There he goes. Headed to the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown Sooners. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0.
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that play.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game, and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Gamecocks come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And here comes the punt team. Wants to bring it back. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The Sooner offense returns to the field. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. Use the play fake, now to throw. Dances away to buy time. On the move, he fires. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. The give to the back. Got the first down and still on his feet. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll run it. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Sooners pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll run it on first and goal. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they take it in for 6 more points.
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment beat. Dang, you talk about home field advantage? Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Wilson to pass. Finds his tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Under fire. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Gamecocks send out the punt unit. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. Handoff to the lone back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll give it to the back. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Crosses the 30. He's got away. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Yeah, and this offense has had their way with this defense, and they've had a lot of success. And I tell you what, If this defense wants any chance of coming back, they better get physical and stop the run, because right now, this offense is having their way.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
Timeout, Oklahoma.
So now it's 2nd and long.
Cooler 18. Cooler trick 9B.
Scanning the field, it's McKee. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
In the last couple weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. Now on 1st and goal, a score here, and that mountain is huge if you want to make a comeback.
22.
He wants to throw it. Max looking for the goal line. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Now the pitch. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Sooners are in the hurry-up. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll pitch it. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one so far from there in Columbia. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the guys on the corner of George Rogers Boulevard and Bluff Road, Williams-Brice Stadium.
And the Sooners will boot it away to start the 2nd half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the 3rd quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Wilson will throw. Lofts one deep down the right side. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Hands it off. Oh, he's got some space. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Sooners come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Here's the handoff. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
They'll try the outside to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this defense obviously knows they have to be able to stop the run now in the second half if they're going to win this game. And you wonder if they were able to make some tweaks and some adjustments at halftime. Maybe getting some more bodies close to the line of scrimmage to give themselves a chance to come back in this game.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
We've seen this guy have tons of success. He had over 100 yards right before that run, but defense gets the better of him there. Nice job of adjusting up front, and good job being physical by that D-line, too.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
You must protect the kicker when he's in a defenseless position like that. That penalty's going to give the offense a first down. The Sooners are on the move. Running back searching for a hole. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be key too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
The kicker looks a little disappointed. He'll not come into the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal from the 4. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown Sooners! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger.
Yeah, and it's 4th and goal, and it's go time. I got to push people around. Look at the offensive line doing a really good job getting those guys moved back, creating a little hole for the running back, and he does the rest on 4th and goal and gets the touchdown.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession.
Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. After that huge play, they've now got it inside the 30. It's 1st and 10. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. Wilson to pass. Fires to the big fella. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Trying to beat the D deep. Got it in stride inside the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Oklahoma! They push the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a move.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
Well, the defense is not taking their foot off the gas. They've got a huge lead. We're early in the fourth quarter, and still they're getting pressure on this quarterback, registering a sack.
Sure hands, it's Darden. And they're able to get him down. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Wilson will throw. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Gamecocks will line up to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Secures it at the 30. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop.
Will take over. 1st and 10.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. They'll leave it with him. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Sooners look to keep this drive humming. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Find some fresh air. Right down the gut of the field. Touchdown Sooners. Once he got some room, it was over. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Last drive was a quick 3-and-out, and now time is even more of a factor to get something going. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. To the ground with the back. Breaks the tackle. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Wilson to pass. Gets it out quickly. Turning it on. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Hard running there. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. The give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. They bring the punter onto the field now. He'll try to really get into this one. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll try the run. Got enough for the 1st down. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. They'll give it to him again. Still on his feet at the 45. Flying out to the left. The 10. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trap.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense picks it up. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Leaves it with the back. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. So you might expect to see victory formation. Instead, you will see a field goal attempt. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. He splits the upper, and they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do is not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
This is what an elite team does. They